Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name is Lori Conkler. I am an integrative success mentor. I help powerful women and some brave men who are good at what they do uh, show up as a 10 out of 10 version of themselves rather than the 5 out of 10 version they've been showing up as. My work is the bridge between the woo side of you and the do, because we integrate your subconscious identity with your raw expression. So your business, your health, your relationships work in tandem so that success is easy, so that business, money, all of it flows without you having to sacrifice yourself, because I act as the catalyst to help stop the performance and start your unfiltered ascension so that your life actually feels like a fucking adventure again, while also thriving in your business, your relationships, your life. So I've been talking in some of my recent videos about the concept of integrative success, of the um, the integrated life, and really talking about what that means. So I think it's a conversation that I want to continue, just because I think that it's one that's not talked about enough. I see so many people talking about so many of the concepts that I teach, but the way that they approach them are in these like separate silos. Like, I help you make money, I help you do this, I help you do that. And the thing is that's all great and fine. But what if you actually looked at your success from the 360-degree view, the integrative holistic view of it? Because that right there is the key to getting everything you want, to being fully expressed and actually having things work in a way that feels authentic and easy for you. Because you can go work on your health, you can try to lose weight, you can fix your gut. Hello, that's where I started a large part of my success journey. I wouldn't say started, because it came in a few years after the life and like business stuff started to kind of roll in, but it was the catalyst for this next level. Um, but you can focus on your health, but you can still not be thriving in your relationships or your business. And what happens is when you just focus on one thing at a time, you often find yourself circling back in these same patterns, these same loops, revisiting the same shit over and over, and having to clean up the same patterns. And I will say that success, it's not linear. It's not that you're ever going to just suddenly arrive and be done with this journey. Like, I haven't seen that happen for anybody yet. I will say, because success, it's a journey, right? And we're in it for the growth. And if you stop growing, you stop evolving, and you become stagnant. So that's why you're always continually going. But it doesn't have to feel hard. And business, success, money, relationships, health, they don't have to feel hard. It doesn't need to take a lot of time to clean up the things, and you don't need to keep circling back to the same things if you're addressing it from that 360-degree view, right? Because what I see and have seen in myself, see in my clients, is your relationships, your health, your money, they are interrelated. And most people are not approaching it from that top level, or they are, but they're not looking at it together. So it's like, okay, I'm working out, I'm doing the thing, I'm working with a health coach, I'm getting on all my supplements, I'm working with my business coach, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And but the thing is they're not talking, and then you aren't bridging the gap for them. So that is what I help you to do, is to bridge the gap between the different aspects of your life, so that you don't just get to be successful in one area, but you get to be successful and thrive in all of them, so that you can work less, make more, have brilliant clients, make good money, have amazing relationships, with your partner, have great sex, be taken care of, have great relationships with friends, family, etc., all at the same time. So, and largely how I do this is, we look at the different aspects of your life, because, it's, I think I talked about this maybe in, well, one of the last videos, but it's kind of the identity work, right? Looking at that internal identity of who you are, who you're being, how you're showing up. And I don't like to necessarily say like trying to be a different version of you, but the more evolved, further along version of you, like she, he, they already exist in another timeline. Like, and you hear people about quantum leaping, quantum jumping. It's stepping into that next level identity. So it's not saying that there's something wrong with you or who you currently are. In fact, a huge part of this journey is being okay with where you're at and who you currently are, and not shaming that. But so many of you, especially my women out here, you're being the good girl, right? You're seeking safety. You are doing the right things. You are toning down your words, your personality, your boldness, because you're trying to fit into this mold, right? And be the the Stepford wives, or like the, everybody looks the same kind of mentality. And that's it. You're not here. Like, you are not here to be like everybody else. You are here to be the fucking powerful creator. You're here to be a leader. You're here to be an adventurer. You're here to write your own fucking path. And your success, it comes from that. It comes from that authentic expression and you being in the identity of, this is all working exactly as it's meant to. I'm already this version of me now, claiming your desires, claiming that identity now without having the proof that it's actually already done. And then allowing yourself to be fully expressed as who you are and who you desire to be in all areas of your life and work. And doing those things, that is what leads you to the integrated happy life in all areas. That's what leads you to life in your happy place. And that is what I largely help people with. But like for myself, I found that, and how I guess I sort of stumbled upon this a little bit was, again, because I went through my journey in fragmented pieces. I first moved to an island, and then I started, actually it was my second business. I had a business when we moved there, consulting, but I started my event planning business. My husband, we started a furniture business. And then came in the health, and then came in the other pieces. And it took me years to figure out it's actually all the same shit. It's all related. And like, I could have saved so much time. And again, I'm not shaming or beating myself up because of that, but it's important to actually look at it from that lens of, actually, if we approach this differently, it could be so much easier, so much faster. And, it's not just one thing. For me, a large part of why I didn't have the life that I wanted, why I didn't have the money that I wanted at some points, why when I was making the money and my business was booming, my relationship was suffering, or why when my business was just starting to come online and be successful and we were living in this amazing place, my health started to falter. So it was looking at all of this through this bigger lens that I realized the relationship between all of them. And it's, I guess, sort of my own zone of genius to be able to see where you're not aligned with yours, because that is a huge part of it too in our work. And you're trying to like show up, be everything, take care of your clients, be the fix it for everything. Rather than just being here, being you, and doing the things that you're innately here to do and say and be. So I will continue to talk about this in future videos, but again, just wanted to hammer in the importance of an integrative approach to success and how being unfiltered really plays into that, because I talk a lot about unfiltered expression. The Unfiltered Ascension is my signature, group/mastermind program, and also have retreats of the same name, and also the Unfiltered AF movement, the new paradigm of success, which I talk about again a lot. It's all this, and it comes from, again, that unfilteredness. That is what unblocks your energy, allows things to flow, allows the ease to come in. And if that is something that you are striving for, if you've got the success on paper, but you're not fucking thriving in all areas of your life, your work, your business, your relationships, then you need me. So send me a message. You can use the link, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can use the link in the description to message me over on Facebook. You can also join me inside the Unleashed and Authentically Expressed community. It is my free community over on Telegram, where we go deeper, have more in-depth conversations. You have an opportunity to actually communicate with me, with others in the community, share your own stories, and and start to unfilter and unleash yourself there in a safe space. So go ahead, again, that is a free community. You can join me there or just message me and we can talk about those retreats, the masterminds, or working with me privately one-on-one. I do have limited spaces available for all of those, so make sure that you jump on over and do that when you get the pull. So I will talk to you soon. If you've liked this, make sure that you like the video, leave a comment if it resonated for you, and subscribe to the channel. We'll talk soon.